Get ready for the biggest stories hitting your feed right now. We start with the incredible insights from Spotify Sub-Saharan Africa Managing Director Jocelyn Muhutu-Remy, who just dropped bombshell data revealing that South African artists generated over 3.9 billion Kenyan shillings in royalties in 2025 alone. She is diving deep into the economics of the continent's digital culture and what it truly means for African music right now. Proving that artists are built to move across borders. We wrap up with the massive growth story in Southeast Asia. Warner Music and GMM Music are teaming up to build GLIDE, signaling a major push into Thailand, which is rapidly becoming one of the fastest-growing recorded music markets globally. Don't miss the full breakdown of these game-changing moves. Stay locked in with us. Noi Dung Kai Tight. Spotify Sub-Saharan Africa Managing Director Jocelyn Muhutu-Remy has delivered a compelling analysis of the continent's music revolution, royalties, and the evolving digital culture, speaking at the platform's Loud and Clear event in Johannesburg on May 13, 2026. Muhutu-Remy, a media executive with a background at major global entities including Reuters, MTV Base, and Facebook, emphasized her mission to amplify African voices and expand digital access across the continent. /N during the event, Spotify unveiled new data revealing that South African artists generated over KSH 3.9 billion, ZAR 504 million in royalties on the platform in 2025 alone. However, Muhutu-Remy stressed that the impact extends beyond streaming milestones, pointing to fundamental shifts in how African audiences are reshaping the economics of digital culture. /N. In an exclusive interview with Channel YouTube, Muhutu-Remy candidly addressed the growing streaming economy, common misconceptions about artist royalties, and the structural weaknesses hindering the creative industry. She highlighted challenges such as weak copyright systems and struggling collection societies that impede fair payments across African markets. /N. Despite these hurdles, she expressed optimism, citing rising local music consumption, increased willingness among Africans to pay for streaming services, and the emergence of thriving hyper-local genres. For Spotify, success will be defined not just by global hits, but by an artist's ability to build a sustainable career from local sounds, such as benga in Daluo or amapiano in township slang. /N. When questioned about assumptions regarding audience engagement, Muhutu-Remy expressed surprise that economic constraints were not limiting consumption, noting instead very deep content hours per user, indicating savvy trade-offs made by consumers. She also refuted the assumption that convincing audiences to convert from free to paid services was the main challenge, asserting that willingness to pay exists when services offer the right value at an affordable price. /N. Addressing the creative economy's potential, she noted a growing awareness, evidenced by the establishment of creative economy ministries in many countries and increased funding from Pan-African institutions like Afreximbank and the AFDB, signaling a shift away from sole reliance on traditional sectors. /N. On the topic of royalties, Muhutu-Remy advised musicians to understand the mechanics. Payments are per share, not per stream. She explained that revenue distribution depends on both subscriber numbers and pricing strategy, emphasizing that pricing must be localized and affordable, countering the misconception that international earning potential dictates local revenue shares. /N/and looking ahead, Muhutu-Remy identified two critical areas for immediate change. First, the transparent and efficient functioning of music royalty organizations and CMOs across the continent. Second, ensuring seamless integration of local payment methods across all markets, enabling easy payment for services regardless of the user's local banking infrastructure. /N/N for Spotify Africa's future. Success hinges on widespread adoption, ensuring artists can achieve sustainability either through global export potential or by building a living from hyperlocal revenue generated by the platform. /N/N regarding Kenya. Muhutu-Remy identified it as a priority market due to its high digital savviness, strong economic standing among sub-Saharan African nations, and a rapidly growing, digitally connected youth population. She concluded that the music industry is undergoing an exciting evolution, marked by significant growth in local consumption and the rise of Kenyan pride. May 18 stands as a significant date in top 40 music history, marking several events that have profoundly shaped the landscape of pop music and influenced the entire music industry. This day is characterized by a mix of monumental successes, notable cultural developments, significant performances and recordings, and inevitably, moments of trial and loss. The day serves as a powerful illustration of the volatile nature of the music industry, showcasing both chart-topping triumphs and the personal struggles frequently encountered by artists. Reviewing the music from May 18 reveals a spectrum of impact, highlighting both enduring hits and the challenges inherent in the creative process. Drake has sent shockwaves through the music industry with an unprecedented triple album release, dropping 3 surprise projects: Iceman, Maid of Honor, and Habibti. This simultaneous rollout places Drake in rare commercial territory, with industry observers speculating he could dominate multiple positions on the Billboard 200 chart, a feat previously reserved for only a select few artists. The new releases showcase a diverse range of lyrical content, including unexpected shoutouts to the K-pop group BTS on the track, Make Them Cry, which has ignited significant online debate among fans. The most contentious material appears to be in Iceman, featuring the track Run to Atlanta in collaboration with Future. Fans are interpreting this song as a direct continuation of the lyrical rivalry between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, with the song's title and tone drawing attention to previous diss exchanges, fueling intense speculation that the feud remains active. Adding to the cultural footprint of the releases, Drake has name-dropped global figures such as DJ Khaled and LeBron James. The impact of the drop extended into the political sphere, with reports indicating that even the White House social media account engaged with the moment by sharing a stylized edit of the Iceman album cover, further amplifying the cultural significance of the triple release. Warner Music and Thailand's GMM Music have launched GLIIDE, a new cross-border artist development platform engineered to propel Asian pop acts onto the global stage from their initial release. GLIIDE will operate under GMM Global, the joint venture established in 2024 between the two entities. The platform's inaugural signing is SVRN, a performance-driven artist whose debut single, WHY, received a music video release on May 14. GLIIDE fundamentally shifts the industry approach by moving beyond the traditional model of developing an artist within a single territory before attempting international expansion. Instead, it integrates major label infrastructure, including global distribution and advanced data analytics, with a creative-led, boutique philosophy. GLIIDE operates on a 3-pillar framework. Lift, focusing on the strategic amplification of cultural and emotional momentum. Design, centered on the holistic shaping of the artist's identity and visual narrative. And Glide, which facilitates seamless movement across diverse international markets. Jipatikal Panikbutter, managing director of GLIIDE, emphasized this philosophy. Artists today aren't built for one place, they move across them. GLIIDE is designed to support that movement, not control it. Panikbutter added that the platform ensures that the music, Visual identity and storytelling of artists are aligned from day one, building cohesive worlds around them. Dan Rosen, president of Warner Music Australasia and SC Asia, ANZSEA, expressed enthusiasm for the partnership. Together with GMM Music, we're building a platform that gives our region's most ambitious and authentic artists the freedom, support, and connectivity to grow audiences and fans across regional and global markets. He noted that Asian artists are already thinking globally. This launch underscores Warner Music Group's intensified investment in Thailand, a rapidly expanding recorded music market in Southeast Asia. According to IFPI data cited in a May 2026 MBW report, Thailand was the 29th largest recorded music market globally in 2024, generating $100.9 million in revenue, with streaming accounting for 91.9% of that total. Warner Music Group has established a significant footprint through several strategic maneuvers in Thailand. A 2022 partnership with the indie label What the Duck, the 2024 formation of the GMM Global Joint Venture, and the acquisition of a 1.5% stake in GMM Music by Warner Music Hong Kong in 2024. Furthermore, in June 2024, Warner's indie distribution arm, ADA, secured distribution rights for GMM Music's catalog on platforms like Apple Music and Spotify, and appointed Arisa Marukadat as head of ADA Thailand to bolster independent artist services. These moves come as rival Universal Music Group has also aggressively pursued the territory, describing Thailand as the fastest-growing market in Southeast Asia and positioning itself to become a market leader. UMG completed the acquisition of the RS Group recorded music catalog in September 2024. The strategic alignment reflects a broader industry trend where major labels are collaborating to leverage regional talent for global reach, supported by deep infrastructure and a focus on artist autonomy.